through a shower of pyrotechnics. It was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings.
Kickoff for Denver.
The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Cook. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 67 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Ball carrier.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, 72 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now KJ Osborne. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10. at their own 21.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Broncos 14, Vikings 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Josie Jewell.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's brought down.
So now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rippon. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Out of the gun is Rippon. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, Rippon. And my goodness, this is incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
A gain of 12. And the
through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
It's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Broncos 14.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground is Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Second and 8.
Throwing on second and 8. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Minnesota.
On first down, it's Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Justin Simmons.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. They go play action. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
6 yards, the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Vikings first down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Justin Simmons.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brought down at the 18.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Rippon. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there. Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now? They won the division last year. I think that's a little bit unexpected right now, even though they had a tough opening schedule with Kansas City and Baltimore.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st down, it's Cook. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 77 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Broncos 21, Vikings 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
Cousins pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rippon. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Rippon to pass. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw it is Rippon. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now Osborne to return it. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Finding his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now rip it. That's going to be caught by Judy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Looking to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The quick slant caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Here we go, 50, Mike 50.
2nd down and goal. Rippon back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
The tackle made by
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Alexander Johnson.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
To Dalvin Cook.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Deontay Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
Now Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Mike Hughes brought him.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Makes it 3rd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, it's Van Ness. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd and 10, it's Rippon. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos will extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins, complete. Jefferson the target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 41, Cousins. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On 4th down, Rippon. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Cousins now being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings.
Number 18.
Justin Jefferson, 64 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Dan Bailey to kick
Now
off.
the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. On first down, Cook.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Play action now, Cousins.
I know they got a little yardage there.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 9-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. From the gun, Rippon. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Rippon trying to pick it up through the air. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
They'll take over.
And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
All day, baby. Come on.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Here's Osborne. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Teams take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Back to it after the pick 6. Cousin forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.